Greetings, United Methodists around the world, on behalf of President Bishop Tracy Smith Malone and the United Methodist Council of Bishops. I'm Bishop Ruben Saenz Jr., and together with Stephanie Henry, we are the co-conveners of the October 2026 Council of Bishops Leadership Gathering, emboldened by the Spirit, imagining a church yet to be. This gathering does not belong only to the 300 people who will be in the room. It belongs to the whole church. It belongs to you. Your hopes, your questions, your pain, and your dreams are meant to shape what happens there. Across Africa, Europe, the Philippines, and the United States, God's Spirit is raising up a worldwide United Methodist Church that is rooted in Wesleyan grace and courage, yet responsive to the unique context where we serve. The next generation is watching to see whether we will simply manage decline or courageously imagine a future they will gladly receive and call their own. To make sure this future is not written for you, but with you, a denomination-wide survey is now live in 6 languages: English, German, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Tagalog. This survey asks you 3 kinds of questions: what you hope the church will prioritize, what you envision 50 years from now for the church, and what message you want the leadership gathering participants to carry forward to the whole denomination. Your input is not symbolic. The design team has committed that the themes emerging from the survey and our webinar conversations will be integrated into the gathering's agenda, with session descriptions naming which community voices they reflect. When we gather in Calgary, Canada, your voice will be in the room, shaping the work, the prayers, and the outcomes. To help us think, pray, and discern together, you're also invited to a 3-part webinar series open to every United Methodist. Each webinar runs from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, with recordings available so that time zones and schedules do not become barriers to participation. The first webinar, Love Boldly, launches January 24th. The focus is on Wesleyan theology, with leaders serving in Switzerland, Africa University, and North Alabama, exploring how God's love shapes a hopeful future. The second webinar, Serve Joyfully, is set for February the 21st. It focuses on mission, reflecting on how our service can be locally rooted and globally connected. And the third and final webinar in the series, Lead Courageously, is set for March 21st, focusing on the nature of the church and asks what courageous, Christ-centered leadership looks like in this season. These webinars are designed for youth groups and young adults, Sunday school classes, cabinet teams, and local congregations. We need the full diversity of the body of Christ in these conversations. We expect these sessions to become vital spaces of shared discernment. Pastors and worship leaders, there is a simple, powerful way to help your people participate. On a Sunday in the coming weeks, take a few minutes in worship to explain this moment and opportunity, display the survey QR code, and invite your congregation to complete the survey together as an act of prayerful discernment. In that moment, with phones out and hearts open, your sanctuary becomes a part of a global upper room where United Methodists everywhere are asking, Lord, who are you calling us to be? When a small rural congregation in Iowa, a campus ministry in Europe, a house church in the Philippines, and a large urban congregation in Africa all respond to the same question, the Spirit will weave our voices into a single tapestry of hope. That tapestry will guide the imaginative work in Calgary that flows back into Episcopal areas, annual conferences, and local churches around the world. The last several years have been marked by strain and uncertainty in many places. Yet, this is also a season of surprising grace, where congregations and conferences are signaling fresh commitment to rebuilding trust, renewing mission, and strengthening our connection. The leadership gathering is designed to do 3 things: maintain momentum toward a vibrant missional future, establish shared ground, and create real space for young leaders and global voices to shape our imagination. The ultimate measure of success will not be the week in Calgary, but whether local churches find renewed clarity, Episcopal areas adopt adaptive strategies, and young leaders discover their voice, and our worldwide connection embodies unity that honors real contextual diversity. So this is the invitation. Take the survey. Share what you hope, what you fear, what you long for, and what you believe God is calling us to become. Register for the webinars. Bring a friend, a class, a team, or a whole congregation into these conversations on loving boldly, serving joyfully, and leading courageously. Make room in worship. Give your people time and tools, QR codes, links, conversation guides, so that this discernment becomes part of your congregation's spiritual life. Friends, the foundation is being laid. The Spirit is moving. Together, across every region and context, we are gathering hope that will shape the United Methodist Church our children and grandchildren will inherit, and by God's grace, cherish. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your courage. And thank you for helping us imagine and become a vibrant, life-giving United Methodist Church yet to be. Peace.